Hello, crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm sharing my favorite holiday craft guide for 2025, which is a curated lineup of the tools, supplies, and the must have goodies that I have been absolutely loving this year. And with all the Black Friday sales rolling in, this is honestly the perfect time to snag those craft essentials from your favorite companies. If you've been eyeing something for your wish list, now's the moment to grab it and stock up before the holiday rush. So let's dive in. I had to begin with my absolute favorite craft tools, which is this magnetic glass mat from Glassboard Studios. Now, this one is made up of durable tempered glass, so it's super easy to clean, heat resistant, and perfect for messy holiday crafting. There is a metal backing which makes the entire surface magnetic, which means your paper and stencils stay put while you work. There's no shifting and no tape needed. It also has built-in grid lines for precise alignment, non-slip feet to keep it steady, and it also comes with ton of pretty colors and sizes so you can pick what fits your craft space. I have these little pond magnets which are incredibly strong magnets designed to work perfectly with the magnetic glass mat. Now, they hold your paper, stencils, and layers firmly in place while you craft. They are great for keeping your cardstock steady during your ink blending or any gluing or detailed work. Now, here is an example of how I like to use these pond magnets with my stencils. Next, I have the mag ink trays, which are these non-slip trays designed to lock into your magnetic glass mat so that your ink pads stay perfectly in place while you're stamping or ink blending. They also work great for holding embellishments, and built-in funnel corner makes it easy to pour sequences or beads back into their containers without any spilling. Now, you know how much I love using my Simon's Stamp Positively Saturated ink pads, and these fit perfectly in these trays. These are available in multiple colors to choose from, and these trays add both function and convenience to any crafting setup. Next, we have a set of three of these craft catchers. These are little trays that fit right along the edge of your magnetic glass mat, making it easy to sweep scraps, sequins, or tiny little die cut pieces. Now, it's easy to clean, comes in a set of three, and it's super handy tool for keeping your crafty space tidy and efficient. Well, that wraps up all the products that I have from Glassboard Studios. I must say I love this brand and all the products that I have. Now, before we jump into my next set of favorites, I wanted to give you a quick reminder that Glassboard Studios is having a huge Black Friday and holiday sale that starts today and runs through December 1st. There's a ton of fun surprises and discount codes you can take advantage of, and I'll have all the links listed in the description box below. Next up on my list are my favorite die cutting machines. Well, I have three that I use regularly. You definitely don't need all three, but I want to share them with you and show you what I love about each of these machines. First up is the Spellbinders Platinum 6. I have been using this machine for almost 4 years, and I have to say I absolutely love it. Now, this is such a versatile die cutting machine. It also does embossing beautifully. It works with almost every type of die, embossing folder, even glimmer hot foil system, and the letterpress better press system. I love that it comes with a universal place system, so whether you're cutting wafer thin dies or thick 3D embossing folders, it handles all of it so beautifully. Now, looking at this plate, you will know that I absolutely love this machine and have been using it for almost every craft project. I find this machine super sturdy and well, it even folds up for easy storage. Plus, it is powerful enough to cut through thicker materials like leather or craft metal. Definitely a go-to machine for serious crafters. Now, the platforms have a lot of information on what bases you could use for your die cutting, embossing, or even 3D embossing. You can grab the Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine either through Spellbinders website directly or on Amazon. I'll make sure to leave links to both down in the description box below. Now, next machine that I'm going to share is again one of my favorites. This is the Sizzix Big Shot die cutting machine. Now, this die cutting and embossing machine is again super versatile with a 6-inch opening, and it works with full range of Sizzix dies and embossing folders. It is perfect for card making, scrapbooking, home decor projects, even fabric and soft crafting. Again, this comes with a set of plates. You can crank up your die and material through, and it gives those clean, beautiful cuts. Now, this particular machine, I generally prefer using it for either cutting out my panel using a rectangle die or an A2 size nesting dies, but most of the intricate die cutting happens on my Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine. I also do most of my 3D embossing on the Big Shot machine. Now, if you're someone who does not like manual machines and want to go for an electronic die cutting machine, I have got this Gemini Junior, again, something that I've had for a really long time and I absolutely love. It's fast, surprisingly quiet, and has high pressure motor that can handle everything from intricate thin metal dies to heavyweight cardstocks, vinyl, and even multiple layers of fabric. One of its standout is that its ability to pause, reverse, and resume mid-cut. I like to keep this machine on this little turntable I picked up from Amazon. It keeps the machine stable and I can easily spin it around to grab the plates once they've gone through the machine, making crafting so much more smoother. Moving on to my favorite stamping platforms, we have the first one here is the Altenew stamp wheel, which is what you see often in my videos. This is such a fun tool for anyone who loves stamping. It's a rotating stamping platform that makes it super easy to create perfect reads, mirror images, or layered designs with precision. The paper sticks into that built-in polymer mat. That's an ultra sticky mat, so everything stays in place without needing extra magnets or tape. Now, this one is the smaller one. We also have the Altenew Stamp Wheel 2.0, which is the larger one that has a detachable side for larger stamps. Now, I do have an extra ultra sticky mat, which I keep out of the stamp wheel. This is something that I love using when I'm ink blending into tiny little pieces. Now, we also have this thin sticky craft mat that goes perfectly inside the stamp wheel. You could use this with your rubber stamps or again place it outside the stamp wheel with that low tack surface to ink blend onto little die cut pieces. If you love detailed stamping, ink blending, and want clean professional results every time, this little tool is definitely a game changer. I love this ultra sticky mat by Altenew. It is perfect when I'm ink blending onto my little die cut pieces. I would also want to give a mention to the Simon's Stamp Positively Perfect Craft Tacky Mat. This is a super handy mat because it is double-sided tacky surface that keeps the paper firmly in place while you stamp, blend, or stencil. I love that this one also has a grid so I know where I can place my A2 size cards or even A7 size cards. When you're done, you can cover it with the acetate sheet to protect the sticky surface. It's easy to clean with a damp cloth. It's perfect for keeping your projects neat and your stamping precise. Next up is the Sizzix Stamp and Stencil tool, and this one is again a game changer for anyone who loves precision stamping or layered stencil, and also something that I love using with the new rotating stencils. Now, this sticky grid sheet keeps your paper perfectly in place, while the clear hinge lid lets you line up the stamps flawlessly for multiple layering designs. You can also secure the stencils for clean, crisp ink or paint application, making it super versatile. It's compact, easy to store, and a great addition to your crafty desk if you want a professional looking result without a lot of extra bulk. Now you can remove the lid and replace it with the Sizzix stamp and spin tool. Now this is a perfect add-on if you already have the stamp and stencil system and love creating circular or overall stamped designs. It snaps right into the hinge of the base and gives you that rotating disc with click into place segments so you can stamp a wreath, flourish, or repeat patterns without lifting your card or repositioning it. Whether you're making holiday cards or background panels or layered designs, this tool takes the guesswork out of placement and helps everything line up crisp and clean. Now, let's not forget about this Sizzix stencil adapter, which is this little tool that clips right into the stencil and stamp platform and holds your layered stencils perfectly in shape. It keeps everything aligned so your ink and paint does not slip. making multi-layers design so much more easier and cleaner to do. You can use this with stencils from other brands as well when paired with the universal stencil converters. It is a simple add on that really takes your stenciling to the next level. It's my absolute favorite tool when I'm working with rotating stencils. It keeps everything perfectly aligned and makes layering so much more easier. Now, a few of my favorite tools by Simon Says Stamp are these T-square rulers for the perfectly aligned panels and trims. You know how much I love these when I am aligning my sentiments. Next, I also love the fined detail scissors for fussy cutting and tiny precise cuts. I'm not very much into fussy cutting. I do love having my coordinating dies or love using the Brothers Cannon cut machine. But just in case I need a pair of scissors for fuzzy cutting, this is definitely my go to. And the last one is the Place and Pierce embellishment wand, which makes picking up and placing sequins, gems, or tiny embellishments super easy. These little tools make crafting really easy, smooth, and more precise. Moving on to some of my favorite bone folders, I have a few by Cat Scrappiness and one from Your Paper Insider. These are absolute lifesavers when I'm scoring cut bases or creating crisp fold lines on fun fold cards. I love that they are gentle on the paper so they give you that perfect crease without tearing or damaging your cardstock. Now, if you know me, you know how much I love sequences and embellishments on my cards. These tiny triangle trays by Cat Scrappiness are a total game changer. They hold sequins, tiny die cut pieces, little embellishments perfectly in place while you work. I also love that funnel tray with a cap. It's great for storing large die cut pieces and it makes it so much more easier to pour tiny sprinkles or embellishments back into their container without spilling all over your desk. Cat Scrappiness is also having a Black Friday sale right now. So if you're looking for some amazing stamps, dies, beautiful stencils, or fun crafting tools, I definitely recommend checking out their website. There are some really great deals to grab while they last. Now that we are talking about some fun tools by Cat Scrappiness, let's talk about the silicone tool caddy. It's seriously one of the smartest tools in my craft room. It is made of silicone material with pockets that are perfect for holding your blending brushes, scissors, pens, and almost all the tools that you would use in your card making or paper crafting projects. Now, this is not a very big product, so it does not take a lot of space in your craft room. Yet, it helps keep everything you need right at your fingertips and super organized. The pockets grip your tools firmly so nothing falls over and gets lost under your work surface. And cleanup is easy since the silicone surface just wipes down. These are available in a variety of fun colors. It is a simple upgrade that makes your desk look and feel a lot more organized. Now, when it comes to adhesives, I love having a couple of go-to options on my desk. First one here is the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, which is perfect for tiny little die cuts and embellishments. And it's clear drying, wrinkle-free, and fine tip gives that precise control. I also keep the Simon Says Stamp Positively Perfect Craft Glue on hand. It is super tacky, holds paper and cardstock securely, and works great for both layering and inking projects. Both of these glues make crafting so much more cleaner and easier. Both of these glues come in different sizes, so you can pick the size that fits your needs best. Well, this video wouldn't have been complete without me talking about the Positively Everything tool by Simon Says Stamp. Now, this little silicone mat is honestly the most versatile things on my desk. It is heat safe, so I can use it for your heat tools. I even like to store my coffee mugs or my water jug on this. Now, the grippy silicone surface also holds my ink pads, jars, and blending brushes in place. Nothing slips whenever I'm ink blending. Plus, it's a great spot for cleaning brushes. So, it's not just holding things, you can also clean your ink blending brushes on it. Just add a bit of water and swirl your brush on it. I even use it as a coaster for my drinks when I have got a messy session going on. It's compact, durable, and so multifunctional, a tool which is small but really does everything. Now, not just for these big ink pads, I also like using these for my smaller ink cubes as well. In fact, I can put multiple ink cubes on this tool and do my ink blending all at once. Now, when it comes to ink blending, I have a few blending brushes that I absolutely love and always keep within reach. The mini ink blending brushes from Cat's Crappiness are my favorite. They come in both hard and soft bristles, so you can choose what feels best for your style. And well, the best part, they fit perfectly in that silicone caddy again by Cat's Crappiness. I also love using my Altenew blending brushes, which makes blending so smooth and effortless. The smaller ones are perfect for detail areas, but these large blending brushes are total game changer for covering big backgrounds. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever go back to any other brush. I love how easily they can be stored in their storage containers, so I don't have to be worried about them getting contaminated or having any problems with their storage. Now, I also have these smaller blending brushes by Altenew. Now, to keep everything organized, I store all of these small blending brushes in the storage container, which is amazing because it not only holds the brushes securely, but it also doubles as storage for tiny die cut pieces, masking tapes, or little tools. It is such a practical and versatile solution that keeps my desk tidy while making my crafting process so much more easier. Altenew's Black Friday sale is also live, and it's perfect time to grab some of your favorite stamps, dies, stencils, and crafting tools. They've got amazing discounts all across their site, plus fun surprise freebies with qualifying orders. Whether you're looking to stock up on layering stamp sets, try out a new stencil, or pick up some markers and embellishments, this is a perfect chance to snag everything you've been eyeing, all while saving big. Last but not the least, I want to share a few of my favorite markers that I use to color all of my die cut images and cute little critters. I love both my Ohuhu alcohol markers and the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. They are super versatile and have been my go-to for years. If you've seen my Color With Me playlist here on YouTube, you will know I use these markers in all my real-time coloring videos. Recently, I upgraded my Ohuhu set from 48 to 168 markers, and I absolutely love the expanded color range. Now, whether you're layering, blending, or shading, these markers are a must have for anyone who enjoys coloring with alcohol markers. Now, the best feature about these tri-blend markers is that each marker actually contains three shades. We have the light, medium, and dark, so you get a smooth, seamless gradient without swapping the markers. The fine bullet tip makes it so much more easier into small details, and hexagonal barrels keep from rolling over the desk. I also love the tri-blend brush version of for softer, paintier strokes, but I don't have a lot of colors in those. They blend beautifully, they are refillable, and are perfect for coloring die cuts, critters, and layered designs. Well, those were a few of my favorite craft tools, markers, and supplies for 2025. From, from precision stamping, ink blending brushes to die cutting machines, and all those little must have tools, these are the products that make my card making process so much more easier and fun. Don't forget, now is the perfect time to grab your favorites with the Black Friday and holiday sales happening at places like Altenew, Cat's Crappiness, and Simon's Stamp, and even on Amazon. I hope this guide inspires you and gives you some ideas for tools that'll elevate your crafting. All the supplies you see here and few of my other favorites will be listed down in the description box below. Please know that all of these links are affiliate links, which means that if you shop using one of my links, I'll get a small commission at no cost to you guys. Thank you again for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe.